S.I.N Radio Cast, episode number 14. I'm your host, Mr. Mercy.
I'm your man, Cool Breeze.
And this is S.I.N Radio Cast. What's good, folks? What's good, man? What's good? What's going on out there, man?
Yo, everything is cool on my end. You know, I'm out here in LA. The weather's getting good. Everything is moving along. We got a great show today, so I'm excited about that. What about yourself, Mr. Merce?
Man, at ATL, man, I got short sleeves on, shorts, and anytime you're in the ATL and you're wearing shorts, booty's out. But I'm engaged. Hey, a lot of eye candy out here, man. So yeah, man. Episode number 14, man, and today's a special show.
Oh yeah.
This is actually gonna be our first interview.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm excited, man. Real excited.
Yeah, man. I'm very excited, and I know this brother personally, man. We're gonna go into real quick how we met and all that good stuff, man. So without any further ado, man, gotta introduce my man, comedian extraordinaire, Frantz Casseus, man. What's going on, brother?
What's going on? What's going on, Merce?
What's going on, brother, man?
What's going on? What up, no?
Chilling. What's going on, bro?
My man, Cool B, man. So, yo, man, it's y'all first time meeting and all that good stuff. Y'all both are out on the West Coast.
Yes, sir.
And you guys are not too far apart, I'm imagining.
Nah, I could make it to North Hollywood in about 20 minutes.
With no traffic.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm right by the 405, so you know what traffic is like over there.
Yeah, you're not that far off. You're not that far off.
Yeah, man. So, just before we get into it, man, we just gotta put that email out there. Hit us up, man. Show topics, all that good stuff. Hit us at sinradiowave@gmail.com. Again, that's sinradiowave@gmail.com. Hit us up with show topics. Any ideas, cuss us out, tell us we trash, don't matter, man. We appreciate all feedback.
And also hit us up on our IG. It's S.I.N Radio Cast on our IG page. Show us some love, and we show you some love back.
And Frantz, what's your IG? Put that out there as well.
On my IG is my name, Frantz Casseus. That's FRANTZ, no space, CASSEUS.
Yeah, that long ass tag, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a long one. Yeah, it's a long one.
But we'll actually put your information out on our IG page so the followers can follow you. And
I'm still thinking of a nice, easy one to remember. I haven't got it exactly yet.
So yeah, man, now it's all good, man. And one more thing, we got to shout out our folks over at tttradio.net, Turntable Tendencies, man. DJing, just hip hop in its purest form, in its pure essence, man. Y'all go over there, check that out. You trust me, you won't be disappointed, man.
No doubt.
So yeah, man, let's get into it, man. Shoot, man, where should we start, man? Because we're not used to doing interviews, but man, I know this brother, and just real quick, man, I just want to go into how we met.
Yeah, no doubt.
So yeah, man. When we both were out in New York, man, I used to drive cabs in Mineola, Long Island, right on the rail. And it used to be a hustle out there, man. We used to have to scramble to try to get guys into the car, and you're just pulling people off the train trying to get them in your car. And one day I seen this tall ass dude, man, come off the train, and I'm like, yo, man, what's going on, man? You want to ride? And he like, nah, man, I'm riding with Checkers, right? Because Checkers was the competition for the cab company I rode with, and Checkers was cheaper, right? So he will always just be like, nah, man, I'm riding with Checkers, man. They charge me like $5 less than what you guys are charging, right? So I kind of got accustomed to him just not riding with us. And then one day I think he came off the train and there was no Checkers. And I was getting ready to yo, you want to get? I'm like, oh nah. I was like, nah, you're not gonna ride with us, right? And he's like, nah, man, I would. He just started breaking down like, I would ride with y'all, but y'all charging me like an extra like $5 to go to the same place that Checkers would drop me off to. And I was like, you know what? I asked him, I said, well, how much do they charge you? I think at the time they were charging like $9, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, $9. So what I did was I was like, you know what, bro? I'm a call it like I'm going to a location in that area that's around $9. I think that would have been like Albertson or Roslyn Short. Yeah, Roslyn Short. Yeah, so that would have been $9, and that wouldn't have been that far away. So I could just shoot them up there real quick, drop them off. And ever since we worked that deal out, man, he just started riding with me if I was around.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
So yeah, man, and that's how we met. And then we just we started chopping it up, and come to find out, you a traveler like I was. I'm very into traveling, and Cool B is into traveling as well.
Oh, no doubt.
And you started putting me on a lot of things. Like I remember you telling me about one time you went to Amsterdam, and I believe it was something called Queen Day or something like that.
Yeah, Queen's Day. But now they changed it because I think the Queen retired. The Queen retired, and the son took over, and they call it King's Day now, or something like that.
Wow.
One of them took over the monarchy, and the son renamed it King's Day. But yeah, at the time it was Queen's Day.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah.
And we used to talk about traveling to London because we've all been to London, and that's one of our favorite cities, man.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, love London.
Town, man.
Shout outs to our London listeners too. We got listeners in London, so shout outs to y'all, man.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, shout out to the Real Deal Comedy Jam, who always brought me out to London. That's how I got out there. And the Real Deal Comedy Jam, it's this comedy group. It's a production company, and they bring comedians internationally from all over the world: Australia, America, Canada, everywhere. And that's how I got out there. And I've been out there like 3-4 times with them.
That's nice, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Man, that's dope, man. That's dope, man. I didn't even know that, man.
Yeah.
So shout outs to them, man. And shout outs to our listeners worldwide. I mean, we got a lot of people from Canada checking in. We got folks in Belize. We got people different parts of the world checking us out. So shout outs to all of y'all, man. But let's get into it, man. So Frantz, man, let's get into it, man. Tell me a little bit about your background, where you grew up. Just a little bit of your background.
Born in New York City. Parents are from Haiti. They came here and they had all the children. I think all except for one of us was born in Haiti. And we grew up. My dad had a restaurant on Nostrand Avenue in Brooklyn. And actually he had 3 restaurants. He had 2 in Brooklyn and 1 in Manhattan. And he had 36 livery cabs. He came here with nothing at first. Haitian immigrant, came here with nothing, worked hard, the American dream, basically. And then he sold everything. We moved to Long Island. Well, actually, like I said, we moved to Manhattan first and then Brooklyn, because we actually had some problems with the mob. The mob, the mob. To be specific, it was the Lucchese crime family.
Oh wow!
And so they were trying to extort him, and actually they wanted to put like vending machines in his restaurant, and he was like, like pool tables, this, that, gambling shit, and as a Haitian immigrant, he had no ties with the mob, but he didn't know where to go for protection or whatever, and he wasn't going to pay them anything. So he sold all the businesses, and then we moved around. We had a house on Carroll Street between New York and Brooklyn. That was 1281 Carroll Street. At the time I was going to school, I was going to St. Augustine's over in Park Slope, off of 6th Avenue and 11th Street. And, just to be safe, because they were like really trying to move in on us, move in on my family. They put a snake inside of the restaurant one day, this big python.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, they put a snake inside of it. Wow. And, he woke up. I mean, he opened up the place one day and it was like like a 7-foot python. You know, big, yeah.
This,
So,
this is on some Godfather shit, man.
This-
God woke up with
yeah,
a horse
yeah.
head.
It's a movie, man.
Yeah, some real, you know, some intimidation shit with the Lucchese crime family. So he just sold all the businesses to another Haitian brother, sold everything. Then we moved out to Manhattan for a minute. We was with my grandmother. And then, like I said, from Manhattan, we went to Queens. And then he bought a house in like the mid to late 70s. We bought a house in Long Island, Roosevelt, Long Island.
Okay,
Nice.
and that's my neighborhood as well, folks.
Yeah.
So
Right.
being the fact that you're from Roosevelt, Long Island, were you cool, or did you know Eddie, Charlie Murphy, Public
Yeah,
Enemy,
yeah.
and any of those
They
dudes?
moved out, right? I mean, we moved out of New York City like 70, I was 11. Let me see, how I was 11. So yeah, 78, 77 or 78. I think it was like 10 or 11 years old. Yeah, so like 78, 79, no, 77, 78. I was like 11, 10 going on 11. And Eddie and them just got here like 3 years. They moved out here in like 74, I believe, or 73.
Right.
And they moved from Brooklyn also. They moved from Bushwick. And yeah, my older brother was in the same class with Eddie. My older brother, Charles. Well, two of my older brothers. One was in class with Charlie Murphy. And my other brother, Gabe, he was in class with Eddie.
So wait, Gabe is your older brother.
Gabe is my older brother. Yes, he is.
Oh wow.
Oh
You're
wow.
older than Gabe. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought.
I'm the older one. Yeah.
I thought you were older than him,
older
man.
one, right.
Yeah. Everybody thinks that. Yeah, 'cause I'm bigger. You know, he got no gray hair. He got a baby face. You know.
So the thing about it is, a lot of people don't know, and if it's all right, if we could say it, who your brother is.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Okay, yeah. Well, your brother is Gabriel Cassius. He's a famous actor. He's been in
New Jersey
movie?
Drive.
New Jersey Drive.
Get on the bus.
Get on the bus. Black Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Down.
He's been on a slew of television shows.
Yes.
Fallen, yeah. Fallen is another one.
Yeah.
CSI Miami, you name it.
You name it. He's been on all of those shows.
Tons of television.
And wasn't he in the Many Men video for 50 Cent?
Yes, he was. Yeah.
He was in that. Yeah.
Okay. So that's your older brother. That's funny. I always thought he was.
For some reason, I thought he was too, man. That's funny.
Yeah. Everybody thought he was. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Like, not to cut you off, cool.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So, like, pretty much, like, was show business something that your family encouraged you to get into, or was it something that you guys kind of just pursued on your own?
We basically pursued on my own because my older brother, he was older than all of us. He was into music, and he had a band early on, and it wasn't until we moved out from the city to Long Island, and maybe 4 years after we got out here, 5 years, Eddie blew up and got on Saturday Night Live. That was like 1980. And then my oldest brother, he was, like I said, he went to school with Charlie, and he kind of knew Eddie. So Eddie had blew up. He got on Saturday Night Live, and basically before, I was a young kid, but I still had the frame of mind that I knew I wanted to be in entertainment,
Okay, cool.
So I have a question, because being that you were living in Roosevelt, Long Island, right? And a lot of people may not know that there's a lot of talented, famous people that come out of Roosevelt, Long Island, and Roosevelt is not really a huge place. So did you run into a lot of people? Because I know like the Baldwin brothers were from Roosevelt. Howard Stern is from Roosevelt.
What Baldwin brothers?
Alec Baldwin and his brothers. They're from Roosevelt.
They're from Massapequa.
Oh, Massapequa. Okay, I thought they lived in
Yeah, they're
Roosevelt.
from Massapequa. Howard Stearns is from Roosevelt.
Howard Stern,
Dr. J.
Dr. J,
Dr. J,
Arthur
Public
Ashe, Public Enemy, Arthur Ashe, the tennis player.
I didn't know Arthur Ashe was from there.
Yeah, he's from there.
Yeah. One of the members of Full Force, Jerry, he's from Roosevelt.
So my thing is, did you know a lot of these people or run into these people, or, you know, being that you were all kind of like in that entertainment world outside of like Eddie Murphy and Charlie, did you guys kind of know each other or no?
We interacted with each other with the family's age group.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The families, whoever was within each other's families' age group, we would interact with each other. Like my older brother was with Charlie and Eddie. They knew Charlie and Eddie because they were older. I knew Eddie's younger brother, which is Vernon Lynch. You know what I'm saying? And Vernon was my age. He was in my class. And, you know, Eddie was a few years older. So he was with my brother Gabe. They knew each other. And I knew someone who was more in my age group was also Guy from Aaron Hall, Aaron and Damon Hall. Me and Damon were in the same age group.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So let me ask you, man. So like pretty much when you decided to get into comedy, what was like your starting point? Where did you start off at?
I started off in clubs in Long Island. There's a club called Chuckles in Mineola. There was East Side Comedy Club out in Huntington. You know, and I would just like, excuse me, I would pretty much dibble and dabble. You know, the amateur nights I would do. And it wasn't until I really got better, you know what I'm saying, where I really got more confident that I really started to hit.
Okay, cool, man. Anything, Cool B, you want to add? Any questions?
So my thing is, how did you get your first big break into the showbiz? Like, what was your foot in the door that said, you know what, this is it, I've made it, or I'm on my path to making it?
Well, first things first, I got booed off at the Apollo. Yeah, I got booed off at the Apollo. And the funny thing is that before I actually, a lot of people don't know that the Apollo Theater, way before the TV show, and I'm talking about even before I was born, they've always had a Wednesday amateur night, which was non-televised.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And it was like a community thing for not just, Harlemites, but just throughout New York City. And like I said, it wasn't until I got better that I got more confident. And I won the amateur night 4 times.
Oh, wow.
The Wednesday amateur night. Twice I won first place, and then twice I won second place. And then the TV show comes out, and then I just, it didn't work out the way it worked out on the amateur night.
On Wednesday nights.
Yeah, Wednesday amateur. And that was called the Ralph Cooper's Amateur Night. And that show was going on, like I said, before I was born. It's been going on since like the 40s, since the 1930s and 40s. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking me getting on till like the late 80s, 90s. You know what I'm saying? So after that, more television shows start to come out. After Showtime at the Apollo, you had, I don't know if you remember the Uptown Comedy Club.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. There was Apollo Comedy Hour, which was different from Showtime at the Apollo. And that was more like a sketch show, but they had guest comedians on, which, it was no booing, it was no judging or whatever. did your thing. So I would say my first big break was Uptown Comedy Club. Later on, throughout the mid '90s, you had Comic View, and you had Def Comedy Jam, and Def Comedy Jam and Comic View was the real ones that really catapulted me. You know what I'm saying, into a name in the business.
Yeah, man, that's funny, man. I'd seen a picture with you. You posted, I don't know if it was on Facebook or IG, and I seen you chilling with I think it was Mike Epps, Bill Bellamy, a few other people, and I've seen you do sketches with Michael Blackston.
Oh yeah.
So like, how did you meet these guys? Was it just through the comedy circuit, or
Through the
did you
comedy
know some
circuit.
of these people before?
Through the comedy circuit. Yep.
Okay.
You know, everybody was pretty much, you know, starting off around the same time. Bill is a little older than us, not much, but Bill was pretty much more established, and you know, he was already on his way, you know, and actually, we were doing a club in Jersey back in the day, in the early '90s, before Def Comedy Jam was even out. It was called the Peppermint Lounge, out in East Orange, New Jersey, right off of Central Avenue. And when I tell you, everybody came through there, it was like Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature. I mean, these people would just be hanging out, you know. Lots of stars, lots of rappers, Redman, Method Man, all of these guys.
Shout out to my favorite rapper, Redman.
Yeah.
Favorite. Got a lot of ass because of you in high school.
Yeah, New Jersey. So they all would come through, a couple of boxes, you know what I mean? And they would just hang out. And it was there where they had the auditions for the Def Comedy Jam. You know, I was still pretty new at the time, so I didn't really get the first few seasons of Def Comedy Jam, and it wasn't until like the mid '90s where I really got strong, and I did it. You know, I missed it by a year with Martin Lawrence. I did it with Joe Torre.
Okay, cool. Okay, nah, that's dope, man. I didn't know all this stuff about you, man. You've been holding back. So let me ask you a question.
Hey, shit. You know what I say. You ask and you'll find out. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact. So let me ask you a question. Like, do you have like a top 5 of comedians that you look up to or you admired?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, everybody says, you know, Richard and Eddie, and you know, Richard inspired me to do comedy. You know, because I was listening to Rich Pryor records like when I barely knew what the fuck he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? But just, you know, listening to a man cursing on a record, on a 45 record, I'd just be dying laughing. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until I'm older and I really got the jokes that I'd be like, okay, this dude is funny, and this is it. So Richard Pryor made me want to do comedy, but then Eddie Murphy made me do comedy because it was somebody from my hood that I used to see in the hallways of high school, went from a high school star, you know, a neighborhood star, a hood star, if you want to call it,
right,
to a real major star in the world. And that's what really made me say, okay, I can do it too. You know, this guy's right here, you know?
Right. Somebody you can reach out and touch, like somebody personally pound the pavement.
So my thing is that being that you knew who Eddie was, and I guess he saw you on this path of becoming a comedian.
Not really.
Oh, you didn't know him like that?
Nah.
Okay.
Because he's like 7 years older than me. When I was 10, he was 17.
But you said your brother knew him though.
Yeah,
correct?
my brother knew him.
Okay,
right.
Got you.
And you know, by the time I got into high school, I think I don't even know if he was actually in. I would see him in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he was already like basically older than me.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
you know, so we didn't have any real relation. His brother Vernon, yes.
Okay.
Vernon was my age, you know what I'm saying? And me and Vernon was always cool, you know, but I never like, we were never like tight where I would go over his house and, you know,
I got
and
you.
no, never like that. It's just like when we see each other in the street.
Okay, cool. So, like, let me ask you a question. I know you're out in LA and all that stuff, man. And I was curious to know because I met you in New York. So, like, what really prompted you to move to LA?
Well, you know, being in the business, a lot of people who would come to New York, you know, a lot of these comedians, they would come to New York and they come and they get strong in New York. New York would be the place where, you know, you get, if you want to be a comic, a real comic, you get strong. You come to New York to get strong. But then when you're ready to start getting the parts, LA is where it's at.
Yeah.
You know, that's the final destination for, you know, to catapult you to success. And, you know, it kind of at the time also, New York was on its way out as being, you know, the entertainment capital. I mean, even though you had shows being taped here, like New York Undercover and NYPD Blue, you know, a handful of shows,
Right.
but the shot callers for even those shows were out here in LA.
Yeah.
You know, the
And-
shot callers says, you know, hey, and they in New York, we're in LA. So,
Right.
you know, where better to be than in the belly of the beast.
The Office, LA.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I was about to say, Cool B took that trip out there, and
Yeah.
it was kind of similar. I mean, he didn't do comedy, but you know, Cool B writes.
Yeah, I'm a
He's
writer.
Oh, that's
So,
dope.
yeah, so you know, one of my boys who lives out here, my boy Charles Whitaker, he's a writer, and he's worked in the business and works in the business, but he's worked for different people in the business out here. So he encouraged me to come out here because don't do his stories and his trials and tribulations and getting positions and not having a position and getting another job. Like all of the office work comes here, even if they're shooting anywhere around the world. It's like it's being commissioned from here in LA because all of the
Exactly.
offices and everything are out here. So
Exactly. Yeah. The headquarters, you know, the CEOs, the
Yep.
producers, you know, and like I said, they were doing the shot calling without even getting on the plane. They're just like, all right, we want that person in New York to do this. So what better than to, and then a lot of the times they would, you know, the actors and producers and writers like yourself would come out here, live out here, and then, you know, they check you out and be like, all right, you know what? You get on the plane and go to New York. We want you to do this in New York.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, instead of someone who's already in New York, because they kind of get a feel of you, a personal feel of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, this business is all about marketing and likability also, you know?
And forging relationships and things of that nature because they want to
Exactly.
know who you are before they
know who
even
you are.
put you in a project or something like that.
There you go.
And that's
There
the
you
real
go.
deal. And sometimes, even if you know somebody, sometimes it could be hesitant, like, I don't know.
Right.
Let's just wait on that. And then it's just like, it's a whole bunch of politics, but it's politics and everything, man. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Have you ever experienced any weird stuff? Because people say Hollywood is Hollywood. You know, we have people that are saying there are a lot of mansion parties with a lot of crazy eyes wide shut stuff is going on. Have you ever witnessed anything like that, or do you know anybody?
The Illuminati.
That?
They tried to get me. They tried to get me. They tried to put me on the black couch, but I said no.
Man.
That's right. Man, let me tell you, I have never in my life experienced anything of the kind. You know what I'm saying? Now, not to say that there's not some stuff going on, you know, but as far as, some ceremonial introduction for you to become a star, and, you have to be in a room, and, people having sex with people and doing, and bowing down. Nah, it's
Nobody told you had to wear a dress?
never.
Never?
Now, let's get this straight.
Mm.
There is a tendency to put Black men in dresses. Yes, there is a tendency. They do have a tendency to do that. They are always in, and it's a form of, emasculation. You know what I'm saying? Like, to, kind of like downgrade you. Yeah, but it's your choice if you want to do it or not. You know what I'm saying? And will you get blackballed from it? Yeah, I don't think so. But they do push that a lot, with Black celebrities, but they also know who to do it with, who to try it with, who's that thirsty to do it with.
Mm-hmm.
They're never gonna try Denzel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Never in a million years. They would never ask Morgan Freeman. They would never ask certain people, because, it's all about how you carry yourself in this business. If you're that thirsty for fame, you know what I'm saying? Then they're like, all right, okay, we can get this guy to wear a dress. But, you can't get Dave Chappelle to do it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't get DL Hughley to do it, but they're still celebrities. You know what I'm saying? So, if there's pressure for you to, wear a dress, or else they're gonna blackball you, how did those guys make it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Illuminati didn't shut them down. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, people make shit up because they can't actually figure out how that person made it. So it's like in their head, like, oh no, man, you had to have done something to get that far in this business. Man, you were having sex, and you was on the black couch. How does Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock make it that big without some Aluna? Nah, man, nah. I beg to differ. There's nothing of the kind. Nothing of the kind. Now, are there individual producers and directors and CEOs who have fetishes to fuck other men? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's some secret organization. And, I mean, if that's the case, what is Harvey Weinstein doing in jail?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he had all the money in the world. What was he, a sacrifice? Nah. And then they talk about the whole sacrifice, oh, someone has to die. And man, I'm not buying it. I don't buy it. And I've been in the business a while, and I've, done things, auditions or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And never has that approached me. TV show auditions for this, that. I've never experienced that. Now, like I said, yeah, there are some individuals, and those people, yeah, they don't want to be exposed, because no matter how much, homosexuality is open now, and you have gay rights or whatever, there's always going to be people in the closet that want to act like a regular man, but yeah, they have this fetish for other men or whatever. No matter how much gay rights it is open, what do you call it? Transgender this and whatever. Now, with Black men, they like to make Black men the face of that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Keep the white male masculinity, even though there's white homosexuals, you know what I'm saying, that are into other men, but they still want to keep that white male masculinity. While with Black men, you know, the industry tends to feminize black men and do whatever, you know, I mean, where's the white RuPaul on TV? You know what I'm saying? Where's all these, you know, where's all the white that, like, you'll always see black, you know, transvestite, you know, well, transgender, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But where is the white version? Even when they show the gay white man, he's still masculine. You know, it's some buff white male, blah, blah, blah. And he looks like he could like women too. But yeah, right.
That's
You know
real.
what I mean?
That's real though.
You got this hybrid.
Right. You know, he looks like he could, you know, like he's gay, but women are still all on him.
And he's kicking ass.
And he's kicking ass, right? He's kicking ass. He's karate, blah blah blah.
So essentially, he's a unicorn, pretty much.
Is
that safe to say?
I mean, they never want to really feminize the gay white man, but it's okay to do it with the gay black man. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that, man. So
Yeah,
let me ask you a question real quick, man. You know, as of late, you know, there's been a lot of people trying to censor people. We did a show on cancel culture, and we've been noticing like a lot of comedians have been apologizing for things they said over 20, 30 years ago. I mean, what's your thoughts on that? Would you ever like apologize for something you said?
Before you even finish the question, hell motherfucker no. Hell no. No. If that's the case, who's apologizing for all the racist shit that's been done way back then?
Right.
They just sweep it under the rug. You don't talk about it now. Is Roseanne apologizing?
No, not that I know of.
Yeah, she ain't apologizing for shit. It's fucking, you know, all the shit that's happened in the 80s and the 90s and whatever. Ain't nobody apologizing for that. But, you know, these groups try to pressurize people and apologize. They try to make Eddie Murphy apologize for, you know, his gay jokes. You know, was it Raw and Delirious? Yeah, Delirious and Raw.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck that. No, I'm not apologizing. They tried to make Jim Carrey apologize.
Yeah.
And he was like, fuck that too. You know what I'm saying? And which is correct. You know, because then if you buckle to these people, next thing you know, they can make you do anything.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact.
You know, now it's like they're gonna micromanage your career and anything you do that they don't like, oh, we're gonna cancel him because we got him to buckle down. You know, nah, fuck that.
So the thing about that, you know, is that I know that a lot of people are very sensitive now because I've been to comedy shows where the comedian is just going off and telling jokes, and I'm looking at the crowd, and it's sometimes it's like the younger generation. They're sitting there like looking shocked, like, "Wow, did he just say that?" I'm like, "Yo, he's a comedian. He's telling jokes. It's not real like that. Or if it is real, it's done in a comedic type of way to bring light to certain things. So you got to kind of take it with a grain of salt sometimes. But sometimes these people are just extra sensitive, bro.
And those exact people.
No, let me say something real quick. I wanted to touch on that real quick. You're gonna notice with this generation, it's about how they feel. It's about I feel this, and right now we're in this age where it's all about people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're gonna notice with the younger generation, because even like I have, you know, stepchildren, and they always going into how they feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen, if you go through life, you're just using your feeling as you feeling yourself through life, people are going to take advantage of you, man. People are going to be able to manipulate your mood, control you to a degree, and trigger you very easily.
And it's called pigeonhole. They'll pigeonhole you into anything that they want you to do. 100%. And you have to take a stand. And you have to take a stand, or else when you pigeonhole, there's no coming out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you showed weakness. And on top of that, those very people that we're talking about as sensitive, you know, you do a gay joke, you do this, you do that, and they're sensitive about it and they don't like it. But guess what? More than half of those people have no problem coming up to me or you and going, "Yo, what up, my nigga?" Well,
Yeah.
yeah, what up, my nigga? Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
What up, bro?
No.
What up, bro?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what up, bro? Well, what up, my nigga?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that's a racist word. No, you
Right.
know, I don't mean it like that. No, 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 no. You a white man, and you know, you using that word,
It's
and I'm
offensive.
sensitive. I'm sensitive about it.
It's
No, well,
offensive.
you know, it's hip hop. No, it's not hip hop. It's not. Don't try and well, you know, rappers do it. No, no, I don't give a fuck about those rappers.
Right.
Okay, I don't give a fuck about those rappers. I don't give a fuck, and it's not. Don't try to affiliate it and you know incorporate it into hip hop and you know all white kids listen to hip hop. Fuck that. It's an offensive word to me, to
Right.
my ancestors. Okay, and just like you're sensitive if somebody says a gay joke or whatever, don't try and use it like, oh well, you know, this is cool, but this is not.
Right.
Well, we get to say what no, you don't
Yeah.
get to say.
It's like you want to have one, but not the other. It doesn't work like
Right.
that.
Right. Do y'all go around saying to each other, hey, what's up, my fag?
Right.
Hey, what's up, fag? No, you don't.
Right. You don't do that.
Offensive.
Right.
Okay. Hey, what up, homo? Hey, what up, homo? If you know, if I said that to you, you'd be like, oh, who? Well, actually, the word homo is short for homosexual.
Yeah.
Why are you homosexual? Yeah. So why are you offended by that?
That's
Okay.
a fact. That's
Yeah.
a whole fact.
Is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
short? Is this shortening the word?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
shortening the word, but you're offended by it. But the word nigger comes from a race. It's a racist term that was used to degrade my people. Okay, degrade it. Negro was the word that, and even Negro was bad. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we turned it into African American, and the word nigger was used so much that, and we were so oppressed that we started calling each other that. That's some black people. That
Yeah.
ain't me. Okay. So don't incorporate me and then try and incorporate with hip hop and be like, oh no, we all do it. You know, white kids, we listen to hip hop now, but no, fuck out of here with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah, man, definitely.
they try and appropriate the things that they want, the things that they like. Oh no, this is not appropriate. Oh, this is appropriate. Oh, this is not appropriate. No, no, no. We get to say what the fuck is inappropriate too. You feel me?
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
deep,
man.
bro.
Yeah, man. So let me ask you a question, man. Besides like comedy and all that stuff, what are some things you like to do on the side, man, when you're not, you know, in front of the crowd?
Bitches. No, let me.
Oh man.
No, I'm just joking. No, I'm just
Oh,
joking.
he ain't.
Oh, that's inappropriate. That's inappropriate.
No, he ain't. So
You
we was talking the
you
other
can't
day.
say that, Franz.
Yeah,
And we're gonna cancel
exactly.
you, man.
We're gonna cancel you right now. Stop.
No, I'm just.
But
No,
yo,
you know what?
on the real.
I like the company of a nice lady. You know what I'm saying? I like to chill. I like to chill with my homies, with my friends. You know, out here in
Nigga
LA,
shit.
LA is a totally. It's totally
different.
different lifestyle.
Nigga shit.
Yeah. You know,
I'm offended by a word. But
yeah,
man, we was talking the other night, right? And we were just speaking. I didn't realize you were like into like vintage stuff like I was, you know what I'm saying? And
oh yeah,
we were going back and forth, man. And you know, I said, you know what, I'm gonna come flex on this man. And you know, I was gonna ambush you, man, but I kind of played my hand a little too early. And yeah, man. So we were just sharing our love for vintage stuff. You know, being the fact that we're from New York, we're both, you know, we spent a lot of time in New York. You know, New York is one of the fashion meccas, in case you haven't known.
The fashion.
Yeah, within the United States, you know, New York.
Yeah.
We're known for fashion.
Actually, of the world, because even you know when they do 7th on 6, you know,
right,
the designers from Italy and France and all of them,
France and Japan.
Japan, they all come to New York to show their stuff off. You know, it's like it's equivalent to the car show, the international car show. You know, when you come to the car show, Jacob Javits Center, right in New York. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, man, because we were talking about our love for Adidas, you know, Adidas head, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me drop that on you, man. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about the Ewings. A lot of cats, it's like they forgot about these, man. It's like Patrick Ewing.
Oh yeah,
you know,
Ewing. Yeah.
let me tell you some funny shit, man. You know, when I first came to this country, man, my family's from the Caribbean, from St. Vincent and Grenadines. I was born there. And when I was growing up, man, I mean, we used to be in skips and shit. And
Bobos. Yeah.
I'm telling you, like Payless shit and favors, and people forget about that shit.
Oh, bro. Favors, damn.
Yes, you remember favors, right?
Era. Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Buster Brown. You know what I'm saying? Tom McCann. McCann. Yeah.
But here's the significance.
You remember Robbins? Do you remember Robbins?
Yes, of course.
I remember Robbins. Yeah.
Oh my God, we used to have to get the sneakers from Robbins that was connected with the plastic.
With the plastic on the table.
Yeah, exactly. In the big box, and you had to cut them.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Man, we used to get it at school.
Yeah. But here's the significance of the Ewings, man. The Ewings was the first time I always remember, the first time we got a pair of name brand sneakers, not brand name. The Ewings was the first time me and my brothers, I remember my parents took us to Jamaica Ave and we got the Ewings, man. It was like the first time, like we felt like, yes, we could feel like, we feel like we were the end thing for once.
Right. My first was Pro Keds and Converse. Yeah, Pro Keds and Converse, and then came the Adidas, the shell toe Adidas.
Shell toes, yep.
Yeah, the shell toe, man.
I remember when I was young, I used to have which were real popular with the kangaroos with the zipper on the side of them joints.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
He said the kangaroos.
I had them joints. I had them joints.
What about the Elise? What was it called?
Yeah,
Elise.
Yeah.
I used to love them joints, man. When I was young.
Elise.
Lecoq Fortis. I think it was Lecoq Fortis. I think that's how you say it. It had the rooster on the side of the joints because they were fencing sneakers. So a lot of dudes were wearing those back.
I vaguely remember those.
Those were like in the 80s. And you can still get those now. Those are like in the
Diadoras.
Diadoras, yep.
Yeah.
Man, it's fun. I should have grabbed those, man. I have some Diadoras, the Peanuts edition. I have them in the closet, man. I don't feel like running over there right now. But when I was in high school, being the fact that Raekwon and Ghostface, Wu-Tang, Tommy Hill was my thing, man. Tommy Hill duffel, vest, and Tommy Hill hat.
The felines used to go with the Tommy Hills. Yeah.
I actually got a pair of Feli cages, Feli cage high tops. I got them in my stash as well.
Yeah, they used to wear the Hill figures with the top with the feelers.
Yes. Yes. Man, woo, man, you taking me back, man. Nautica jackets. Oh, I got something I got to show you, man. I was telling you about this. I found this, man, vintage. This is the Olympics champion, 1996.
Oh man, Olympic. Yeah. I fuck with champions all the time. Yeah. I don't have champion sneakers. I wish I would have kept them. You know what I'm saying? They was like, they was kind of like almost like boxing, like professional Olympic champion sneakers. They was hot.
You can still probably get them. You can still get them if you look hard enough.
Still get them. Yeah.
You won't believe where I found this, man. Brand new with the tags on it. I found it at I want to say it was a place down here called Plato's Closet. And when I grabbed it, the girl looked at me, was like, "You got one." You know when you about to cash out and the girl make a comment on it's like a thrift store, and she like,
right. And you could tell she's sincere. It's not just a sale to her. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because a lot of them do that just to make a sale. And they'll do that to every customer. But that particular item is like, okay, he knows what he's doing. He got that.
He got one. You know what I'm saying? You got to steal. I think I paid like maybe $20 for that.
I mean, to tell you the truth, nowadays, I bought something for the first time out of a store. I went to the Fox Hills Mall today.
Okay.
And I bought that black jacket that I just showed y'all earlier. And that might have been my first time in, 3 years that I bought something brand new. You know what I'm saying? Like from a store, brand new, mass manufactured. Like now in the past good 10, I would say 2009, since 2009, all I've been doing is shopping online or thrift stores. You know what I'm saying? Because the fashion that's of today, a lot of it is not really my type. I don't wear skinny jeans. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and I don't wear a lot of this. I'm not gonna put it down. It's just not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's whack or whatever. It's just not my taste. So, in order to really get my type of style, I have to go back. And in order to go back, the new stuff that's coming out, it's not really retro. They're pushing the limit to new stuff and doing whatever, which is all good. But, call me old or whatever, old fashioned, but I like the stuff from way back when.
But hold up, let me stop you real quick. Let's be clear. A lot of the stuff that you're seeing today with the rappers is actually a lot of older stuff. Like some of the sneakers are older sneakers with just new color.
Recycled. Yeah, recycled
stuff. You see the rappers with 2 or 3 chains, rope chains, Cuban links. And I don't even think they be realizing that you're taking that from a page from an era before you. You probably just don't realize that. You know what I'm saying? They'll talk about, like I heard a song where the guy was saying, we be trapping like the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And I look at the fashion, there's I told you about this Instagram page called Mecopolis. And Mecopolis is dope because they show you old, real vintage photos of a lot of like different drug dealers, artists from back in the days. And no, dude, don't, no.
Oh man,
let's
what
not
are
do
those?
that.
Are those gazelles?
Yes, they are.
Oh
nah,
man.
no, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
He pulled out the gazelles, man.
Nah, we're gonna shut the show down. You're not gonna do that to me on my show. I've been looking for those.
Not only am I gonna do
that.
Oh, nah, yo. hey, we canceling him. Yo, let's cancel Frantz. Let's cancel him.
He got the blue joints.
Nah, son.
Oh man, kid.
Nah, that's not right.
One more.
Nah.
This was the first one. This was the first one, right?
Oh man.
The blue one was the second one.
I like them blue joints, man.
And then
I
got the traditional with the regular black ones.
You got it, bro.
All right.
Immerse. Immerse. Yo, Frantz is waiting. He said, I'm gonna let you do your thing. And then what I'm gonna do is just pull these out and then shut it.
Yo, I'm feeling some type of way because I've been looking for those, man.
You a funny dude, man.
Funny dude, man. Yo, man, you got it. You got it. I'm a graceful.
Yo, he flexed on you with the old school gazelle glasses, man. Yo, not one, not two, but 3 pairs of them joints.
3 pairs.
3 pairs of them joints.
That's foul. That's foul ball right there, man. That's foul ball, man.
I gotta find out where you got them joints from.
The best for last. You know what I mean? that was my ace in the hole. That was my two right there.
Grimy Roosevelt niggas, man. Grimy X21 niggas. They will set you up.
And I got the Shoutouts. I got the Shoutouts in the closet.
Oh man, kid, that was funny.
Yeah, the Shoutouts right there.
You a funny dude, man. But yo, man, like I just want you to let the listeners know, like, what are you doing right now? Anything you got going on? Any shows coming up?
I mean, you know what? COVID just fucked everything up, shut everything down. So, there's nothing really, I mean.
Hey, don't cover your mic. We can't really hear you. I think you covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now, everything's trying to get back into play. You know what I'm saying? All the studios, whatever. Actually, streaming is doing more than the major studios. The major studios are still shut. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The streaming, all the streaming networks, they're doing more than the actual big boys, Paramount, this, that, Universal, because, they're smaller. They were already smaller before the pandemic. You know what I mean? And there's nothing really going on now. I mean, I might get an audition here and there, but it's not until everything really opens up that things are going to get back into play. So I don't have any, right now I just had a few auditions, but nothing solid yet. But,
Yeah, man. But well, we're wishing you. We know you're a vet, so we know you'll get something in the pipeline soon, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And
My
that's why I
agent
wanted
is
to reach out to
definitely
you,
working
man.
for me. You know what I'm saying? My agent, she definitely works for me. I get sporadic auditions here and there. You know what I'm saying? But until everything opens up wide open, that's when it's gonna everybody gonna be back on the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
Bring your ass out to Atlanta, man, because I'm telling you, Atlanta's still open, bro.
Yeah, Atlanta. Half of Atlanta about to die the fuck off. I'll tell you that. Yeah, y'all were open when everything was closed out this
I'm telling you, man.
It was nonstop, bro. It was nonstop down there.
Nonstop. Yeah.
I was like,
you don't gotta wear a dress, bro. You don't gotta wear a dress.
Yeah. Well, y'all have to wear a dress.
Unless you're on Peachtree.
Yeah, you don't have to wear a dress in Atlanta, but a lot of motherfuckers wear dresses in Atlanta.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yo, I don't want to take up much of your time. I know you got a show. Just thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate your time, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
For sure, man.
Great talking to you, brothers. Cool B, good dude. Even though I touched his mercy from the beginning.
You thought we were the same people.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's do this again, brothers.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely, man.
All right.
I'm your host, Mr. Mercy, signing off.
I'm your man, Cool Breeze. Thanks again, Frantz, for coming out. This is S.I.N Radio Cast. Peace.
Yes, Frantz Casseus. Peace.